Hi guys and welcome. So in this video we're going to be doing a review on the JTape No Edge blend tape. This is one of the products that Autopaints Brighton sent us out because quite a few people that watched the channel had asked to see what I thought of it. This is my first time using it, so this is basically going to be from a first time use point of view. Normally I false edge mask. I have seen this stuff and it looks like really good stuff, but personally I've never had the chance to use it. So I've got this T5 van that we're doing at the moment, so I thought while I'm doing this T5 van, then we might as well look at using this no edge blend tape and see what we can do with it. So as far as the use of this, I've had a quick look at the box. The instructions I would say aren't amazingly great on the box, but I think it's pretty much self-explanatory. And the idea of this tape is you should be able to basically put this tape along a swage line like this, or on say an arch on a wing or any swage line on a car basically, and be able to clear a panel as if you're clearing a whole panel and not worrying so much about trying to be careful around your blend areas like you would if you had to false edge mask it. Because obviously if you're false edge masking, then you have to be careful how much of a build up of clear that you were getting on that false edge. So with this, basically what I've done is I've applied it along this swage line, and we're going to do the same on the other side in a minute. And then all I did was put a little piece of tape each end just to make sure that the little ends that are hanging over were fixed down nice. And then I've basically gone at this like a normal job then. So I've blended my base coat, and then we've mixed up some clear, and for this one we use the Max Mayer, and then we've just straight hit the panel as if it was a full panel rather than one we were trying to get a careful blend edge on. At this point when I was putting this stuff on, I didn't know if it was going to be good or if it was going to be great, and I have to say this is a product that I really like and I would back anyone giving a try. When I posted up at the weekend that I was making this video, quite a few of our Instagram followers posted up and said that they tried it and they prefer it over the 3M one as well. Again, I've never used the no blend edge tape, so I can't comment on the 3M. That's just what I've heard from other people. But I have heard great things about the JTape range. They do fine lines, they do the soft edge foams, they also do some primer foams and stuff like that. It's worth having a look into their range. And I have to say, on a job like this, I mean, we're what, 2.5 minutes in now to the video, and basically we've already now got all the blending edges on this van masked up, and when it was done it really did leave a really nice clean edge. Right, so for base coat on this van I've just used the FLG5. As you guys will know, that's my favourite little gun in the shop. It's my little workhorse, it does pretty much everything. So at this stage all we've done is we've base coated this van up the same as we would any other job, and then this last coat I thought I'd just leave this in here so that you can just see that I'm not being too fussy about hitting that blend tape. This is a matched colour, I know it's a really good match, so I'm not too worried about going to that edge. And then all we're doing now is applying a last little bit of a drop coat and a blend coat, and then we're going to get on to mixing up the clear and then getting some lacquer on it, and then we can have a good look at what this van looks like after. Now the only prep I did on the blending area was, obviously when I prepped my panels up, I basically left from the swage line, I left about say ½ inch gap, and I scotched that edge as well, and then I've applied the blend tape over that scotch bit, so the clear that goes over is going to key. So what I actually ended up with this van when this van was finished, and you'll be able to see this in the short little clips at the end and the photos that I've put up, the only thing that will be left is a scotched edge that basically we just ran the mop over the scotched edge, and the van was finished. You couldn't see the blends in it anywhere. It was brilliant stuff. Honestly can't rate it enough. It saved me a lot of time. I mean, I did this job on the Sunday, and I did it on the Sunday just for the point of it gave me a bit of extra time to do a bit of filming so I could get this in for you guys. So we've got all the base coat down, and we're going to mix up. We've got the lacquer mixed up. We're going for the Max Meyer HS 0200, which is a favourite lacquer of mine. Heard a lot of good things about the Max Meyer. I'm going to be trying the 0300 soon as well, so I'll be sure to get a little video of that when that's done. And we're putting this through the IWata W400 of mine. Again, at the moment, that's my favourite gun for, well, my finished gun if you want, because you can get really good off the gun finish, and like this van, off the gun finish, mop the scotch marks off the side where we applied the blending tape, and it went straight out the door. No fuss, no messing around. Setup wise for the Max Meyer through this gun, you're looking about 2.5 turns out on your first coat at 2 bar, and then 3 turns out at 2 bar for your second coat, and full fan. So we've got the clear mixed up. I've double checked everything's dry, double checked that I'm happy with everything. There's a little bit of dust that had landed on the other side, so we'll just give that a touch of a tack rag off. Now when we go to clear this now, a friend of mine that I was speaking to, he said he'd used this once or twice, and he said that the best way to do it was to treat that area now with that blend tape like you were basically just straight hitting a panel. Don't treat it like a panel that you are trying to blend or that you were trying to blow in. Just paint this panel like a normal panel. So that is all we're going to do. We've got this now, and we're just going to put this straight down, and as you can see, I'm going straight over the tape and everything, and just hitting this like it was a wing that you've just masked off. And you're going to paint the whole panel, and I have to say it comes out really, really good. Now if I'd false edge masked this like I've had to on the back door here, just because there was no swage line that I could use, just because of the height that the base coat was going to go to, if I'd had to false edge mask this, what I'd be doing is what you'll see here now. I'm going to see in the second coat, and I've put a little clip in at the end. What I've got to do is I've got to stay just shy of those false edges, and just be careful that I don't get too much of a build up. Now on both sides of this van, I've just gone at it and just straight hit the sides. I haven't messed around, I haven't cut any of the footage out. We've just gone straight on like this, and we're basically treating that like we're hitting a door or a wing that's straight masked off, that maybe you might have blown the front edge of the wing in, and then you lacquer the whole thing. With this, you can get away with lacquering a section if it's got a swage line. It's brilliant stuff. If you're a smart repair guy, it's got to be something that you've got to stick in your box. And as you can see there, the fan on that is going well over the tape. We're shooting right up against it. We're not being careful. Now I found that this was the method that obviously I was told would be good. I did it like this on that recommendation, and I had no fault with it whatsoever. There was no noticeable line there at all. Now if it was a false edge line, then I'd have to blow a bit of fade out thinners over it, and then once that was done, I'd probably have to run the mop over it, maybe a bit of 2000 wet and dries to make sure that edge was perfect. And as you can see there, it's really wet. You know, I'm not messing around putting the lacquer on. I'm putting this on like we're hitting a bonnet on a stand, and it does exactly what it says on the box. You know, there's no blend edge there. And as I say, for me doing this job, this was a first time use, a first time having a go at it. You know, there may be some special way they say that you should put this down. I just put it down as the box said, along that swage line, all nice. And you can see there, I'm going nice and wet right up against it to make sure that I've got a real good wet finish, because in any job, you know, you don't want to be flat and polishing, you don't want to be spending extra time. So I'm making sure that even underneath there, where that swage line turns back up, I want it nice and wet. I don't want to be spending ages with a mop tomorrow, you know, flattening that out and buffing it all up. And we didn't. The next day, all this ended up was, we took all the tape off. I had to wet, flat and mop the 2 blends on the back door. We didn't have much choice on those, unless we'd gone right high up the back door. And the customer, it's a works van of his, he just wants a quick tidy up. He had a little ding in the back door, a little bit of flaking paint on his door on the other side, and the other side it just had a bit of a dent on the arch. So with it being a works van, he just wants a cheap tidy up. And as you can see here on the back door, I'm having to be careful when I get near that edge, so I can just leave a small blend that I can flat and polish out easily. Whereas this side now, where we've got a swage line to work to with this tape, we're going to do it exactly the same as before. We've gone up to 3 turns out now. We're at 2 bar, running the max Mayer through this, and this gun, even though it's a 1.3, is a little hose pipe. So I was expecting to have a little bit of an edge, if I'm honest with you. I'm always a bit dubious about testing a new product, and obviously it's not my shop. I work freelance, so if this job, if there's an issue with it, it's going to be my time that I'm going to have to spend redoing it. I did it on the Sunday anyway, just so we could get the footage a lot better. I could spend a bit more time actually getting the footage on the video to get as much of a clear, in-depth view from myself of what I thought of the tape. So as usual with all the videos, when we get to the end, I've put all the pictures in of the before, the paint and the during, and also the after, and with the tape removed, so you can see that for yourself that there is no edge there, and that all you're going to need to do is just mop that little edge where that blending tape is, just to get rid of the scotching marks. Nothing more, nothing less. I'd rather make you a video like this, so you can see for yourself. If you look at the pictures at the end and think, oh no, there's a big blend edge there, then that's up to you. I'm trying to do it this way, so you guys can make your own mind up by watching the video and viewing it. At the end of it, you can see that the product does what I'm telling you. And I have to say, this one, it's brilliant stuff, and I'm pretty sure if you use it, comment in the box below, because I'm pretty sure there'll be plenty of people who do like it. And again, as we're coming towards the end of this now, I'm just going to show you here that obviously that's where I've got that little edge that I'm going to have to blow a bit of blending thinners over, and I'm going to have to mop that the next day to make sure that looks right. Now on this side, when we pull this off, you can see the little bit of tape I've just put down just to make sure that that end piece doesn't flap around and cause anything to come off. That when this comes off, there's nothing there. You cannot see a blend there at all. It's brilliant stuff. Give it a try. I have to say thanks again to Autopaints Brighton for sending us this product out. It was a product that you guys have asked for, and these guys offered to sponsor a couple of products to send out so we could use them on the odd job, so you guys could see the products that you wanted to see. So if you like this stuff, go ahead, check them out. As in the last video, the link will be in the description to their website. Pop on, they've got some great stuff, and they deliver all over the UK, which is another advantage to using them for the products, because if you like what you see, you can pop on their website and you can order it from them, because maybe your local supplier doesn't have the JTape range. Our local supplier doesn't have the JTape range. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, if you liked it, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. We've got loads of new videos coming, loads of big things in the pipeline at the moment, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.